Carlos Alcaraz versus Cam Norrie is the second quarterfinal matchup at Wimbledon for 2025. Both players have a different roads to get to this stage. Norrie entered the tournament unseeded and will take on Bautista Agut in the first round, and after splitting the first two sets would get through in 4. 6-3, 3-6, 6-4, 7-6. In the second round he'd take on Frances Tiafoe, the 12th seed, and after dropping the first set would get through in 4. 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 7-5. In the third round he'd take on Bellucci, and after a close first set would get through in straights. 7-6, 6-4, 6-3. In the fourth round he'd take on Jarry, the qualifier, who had taken out Fonseca and Rune along the way. And this was a battle. After going up 2 sets to love, he'd eventually get through in 5, 6-3, 7-6, 6-7, 6-7, 6-3 to advance to the quarterfinals. Alcaraz entered the tournament as the number 2 seed and will take on Fognini in the first round. And after splitting the first 4 sets, would eventually win in 5, 7-5, 6-7, 7-5, 2-6, 6-1. In the second round, he'd take on the qualifier Tarvit, which is no problem getting through in straights, 6-1, 6-4, 6-4. In the third round, he'd take on Struff, and after splitting the first 2 sets, Alcaraz would get through in 4, 6-1, 3-6, 6-3, 6-4. In the fourth round, Alcaraz would take on Rublev, the number 14 seed, and after dropping the first set, would fight back to win, 6-7, 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 to advance to the quarterfinals. These guys have played 6 times before, with Alcaraz leading 4-2 in the head-to-head, but this will be their first match on a grass court, with the majority of their matches actually being on clay, and interestingly enough, Norrie having won 2 of the last 3 matches they've played, so it's going to be interesting to see how Alcaraz can deal with Norrie, because he has struggled with him in the past. If Norrie's going to win this one, he's going to have to get off to a really good start. There's going to be some fatigue for sure after that last marathon match that he played. He's also going to try and get the crowd involved. Of course, he is the British hope that's only left on the men and women's side, so he's going to have to use that as well if he's going to get the win. If Alcaraz's going to win this one, he needs to keep it clean because he does sometimes tend to hit a lot of errors against guys like Norrie. Norrie's not going to go for too much, and he's going to be very, safe on his end. So Alcaraz's got to be careful not to overplay, and he should get the win. Not the quarterfinal I think any of us thought was going to be happening. Norrie coming out of nowhere, but I have to go with Alcaraz in 4 sets. I reckon Norrie might be able to steal a set, and Alcaraz seems to be dropping sets here and there to some guys, so I'm going to go with Norrie getting a set, but I think Alcaraz wins in 4 in the end and makes the semifinals. But let me know in the comments below who's winning this one.